Good evening. A bit of a special last bell boxing show tonight. We're joined by who's becoming Nottingham legendary promoter Jack Fletcher. Good evening, Jack.
Yeah, good evening, Colin. Thanks for the introduction, mate. I'm flattered.
No problem. Well earned. So we're here tonight to talk about your upcoming Catching Fire card. Now, normally I go into my big gambit here, Jack, and do the big sell on it. But, you're the promoter, guys. There's no one better for you to do it. So, first of all, tell us where it is, the date, and how people can get the last few remaining tickets that's available.
Yeah, so our third instalment of Catching Fire is at Marcus Garvey in Nottingham, the old ballroom. It's quite an iconic location. All VIP tables have now been sold, and standing tickets are going like hotcakes. We've got an explosive fight card, 12 fights on the card, including a BKB champion, Aaron the Baron McCallum. Also, Justin Meatfly Marriott, who's been at the ring for 8 years. I mean, this guy's a celebrity in Mansfield.
Yeah.
If everybody knows this guy, he's an excellent boxer. He's out of practice. He's been out of the ring for quite a long time. But back in the day, at the fight of the Forum days, he had an undefeated record, and then he came against Carwin Herbert in a prize fighter and lost that. So he's an explosive fighter. He's got a new lease of life, and Justin's heading the card up. He's the headline fighter.
I'll tell you, Jack, as you know, I interviewed Justin. What a nice fella he is. And you can understand why he's got the following that he's got. He has warned me that the Mansfield Barmy Army are on the way that night. So it should be an entertaining fight and entertaining crowd, right? Plenty of atmosphere, plenty of noise in the venue. There was in September. So I've got to say, you're doing some great things locally, fella. They really are good quality, good shows. And I'll be honest, at this time with cost of living and that, it's not easy, is it?
No, it's not easy. And the thing is, people need and want entertainment, and that's what we wanted to bring to them as well. It's always a bit of a gamble putting on your first show. And I didn't expect the response that I'd got, but we did acquire some very good fighters in Andy Flint, Eddie Brown on the first card as well, Tim Dog Sobers, and the show just sold out. I was upstairs getting the show ready, and then someone popped up and said, Jack, they're queuing round the corner for about half a mile. It was absolutely rammed in there, absolutely rammed. And the thing is about the Marcus Garvey Ballroom, it's quite eerie, it's quite dark, it's very gritty, it's a proper unlicensed venue, and the atmosphere in there is like an absolute cauldron. I mean, even on Dylan Parsons' fight on the last Catching Fire, someone said it was not too dissimilar to a football match. There was chanting going off, and it was amazing.
It's got a feel for me of a York Hall of Nottingham. That's what the feel is to me.
I like that.
Yeah, it's your proper authentic boxing venue. Coming on to another fighter who's on the card now, Amari Grant. Actually, I think he stole your show in September. I was very, very impressed. First time I saw Amari. So tell us about what we can look forward to with Amari Grant.
Amari Grant is actually 11-0 as a pro, so he's a highly skilled operator. And over the course of the past few months, Amari Grant's had a couple of opponents in the pipeline, and for one reason or another, that it's not come to fruition. We've had pullouts. There's been a bit of back and forth online, a bit of needle between himself and Ben Bright. So the fight that we was hoping to put on was Amari Grant versus Ben Bright. I mean, that would have been an explosive fight for the card and a fan favourite as well. But unfortunately, Ben had an injury. He pulled out. So we've got Dan Taylor who stepped in now. Now, Dan Taylor's got a very good record. He's from Derby, so it's a Nottingham-Derby clash. Very contrasting styles, but it will make an explosive fight. I mean, Dan's actually called Amari Grant out online today, and there's a bit of needle there. But we're hoping that, whatever happens in this fight, I'm confident that Amari should get the win on paper. But in boxing, anything can happen. But we'd like to line up Amari Grant versus Ben Bright at some point in the future, but there might be another fight before that previously as well. But that's one that we want to make in the future.
So it'd be remiss of me not to mention the great work you're doing regarding the charity fight, Jack. Can I just say what I think a brilliant idea and a nod to the young kid who's got obviously a few issues going off and to get him over to Disneyland. I'm sure you can sell it much better than I can, but I just want to tip me hat to you and the fighters. And I'll definitely be donating on the night towards the cause. Talk to us about the charity fight, because it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, I can't take any credit personally myself. It's Aaron McCallum and Joe Cockin. I think it was Aaron that made friends with Charlie Thompson's family a while back. And obviously Charlie Thompson, a 6-year-old boy, he's got quite serious leukemia at an advanced stage. It's not terminal, but it's not a good situation for him. He's a young lad. He wants to get better. So yeah, I mean, Aaron's decided to fight Joe Cockin on this fight. They're both friends. They spar with each other a lot. They're good pals, but they both said on the night, a fight's a fight. So if you look at Joe Cockin's record, he's an ICB champion. He's got speed, power, power. He's got fancy footwork as well. He can move around the ring well. He's very evasive. And then you've got Aaron McCallum as well. He's a BKB champion. Yeah. He's very gritty, very rough, very durable, can get in on the inside. And it promises to be a great fight. And after they've done the fight, they're actually going to walk to Skegness the day after. Fancy that, on foot, straight after the fight. But this is all for Charlie Thompson. So there's a GoFundMe page for Charlie, which we can attach to this interview. There's stuff on the JF Boxing TV page. There's stuff on the JF Promotions page as well. And we're trying to donate as much money as possible for Charlie so he can go and have his dream holiday in Disneyland. So yeah, that's what it's for. But I can't take any credit personally. It's all down to Joe and Aaron.
I think you're being a bit humble there, Jack. It's on your promotion end of the day, so you're playing your part, fella. Don't underplay your role because you're playing your part. So then, a bit about ICB then, Jack. Obviously, people on Last World Boxing may not have come across ICB. Just give us a flavour of, what the organisation are like, the ambitions of the organisation. I know both you and the ICB got big plans, haven't you, for moving forward. So just give us a flavour of what sort of things we can expect moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Godfrey started the ICB 15 years ago. They do dinner shows at Derby Roller World, and they put in on a lot of shows throughout the UK, and they're also branching out to Dubai as well. So Sam's setting his sight on big things. I mean, you don't really hear a lot from Sam, but he does a massive amount of work behind the scenes. He helps with the matchmaking, the away fighters. So he's an instrumental part in this whole process. So me and Sam, we've had a lot of contacts over the past sort of year. I mean, I fought on Sam's show last year at Roller World. I'd been at the ring for 5 years, and I just wanted to prove to myself that I could still go in and get the job done. So I had a fight there. I won the fight, and obviously Sam's been following my work with JF Boxing TV, and I've been following Sam's work as well. So we got our heads together, and we thought, why can't we put on a show in Nottingham where it's JF Boxing TV, JF Promotions, where I promote the fighters, give them the exposure that they really want and need to push their ticket sales. But not only that, give them a platform as well. I also help with the fighter recruitment, obviously, because I've been on the licensed scenes for a long time now. I've built the relationships up with the fighters over the years. So that coupled with the media, the exposure. I mean, if you look at Eddie Brown's interview when he fought, I think it got about 8,000 views.
Yep.
Andy Flint, 6,500 views. We put Justin Marriott's interview on a couple of days ago. That got 4,000. But that all helps drive the ticket sales and builds the popularity and kind of builds the brand up as well. So when you're seeing these kind of shows where we're packed to capacity on every show, you've got Sam doing his bit, you've got me doing my bit, and we've got a good friendship. We work well together. It just works. And, the proof's in the pudding. It's our third show this year. I mean, if someone would have said to me at the start of the year, you're going to put on your own boxing shows and you're going to get 3 sellout shows in 1 year, I wouldn't believe them. But it was tricky getting a venue. It wasn't easy. I mean, obviously you've got, John Ashton Promotions. They've got Prism in Nottingham. We tried a couple of other venues, and because it's unlicensed boxing, sometimes it gets frowned upon a little bit. People don't always want to look at it. And then we stumbled across the Marcus Garvey, and then we had a look round, and we thought that's the venue. So it's got the atmosphere, it's got the grit, it's got the eeriness, we've got the fighters. Every show that we've done thus far, when I've gone to the after party afterwards, people are coming up, shaking my hand, saying, "Jack, amazing show. Every single fight was 50-50, explosive, kind of on the edge of your seat stuff." So at the end of the day, people come to see entertainment. So if you come into Catching Fire and you're getting a ticket for the show, you're guaranteed to be entertained from the start to the end. And that's what boxing's all about.
And last one for me, Jack. Obviously, people do frown upon the word unlicensed boxing. But I came to the London one in September. It's very well organised. All your medical care's in place. Referees are there, etc., etc. Just dispel some of the misforming that people are worried about in terms of the professionalism of your shows, because they are very professional.
Yeah, I mean Sam Godfrey, he kind of covers all bases. You know, there's no stone left unturned when it comes to health and safety, regulations, like you say, medical staff, running staff, everyone's qualified, and we make sure that we do a proper job. It's literally replicated of what the British Boxing Board of Control do. We follow everything to the letter. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Jack, thank you very much for giving me your time tonight. All the links will be in the description box below when this video goes out later this evening. I'll see you on the 1st December, Jack. Have you got any last words you want to say to the subscribers?
Yeah, I just want to say, Carl, I'm really pleased that your company's on board, Last Bell Boxing. If you're watching this interview, make sure you give them a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's always good to see, people trying to, get out of their comfort zone and follow their passions and do things they love, mate. So when I invited you to the first show a couple of months back, I think we hit it off. We had a bit of banter. And I think he was taking a mickey out of my T-shirt when he said it from Bodrum Market or something. I'm sure that came in.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're on board, mate. And all the fighters that are watching this interview, Carl and his team are going to be doing post-fight interviews on the night, so you can talk to everybody about your fight and the outcome. And that's it, mate. Also, I want to just to say as well, I want to thank all my sponsors as well. I can see him behind me, Matt Rowan at Mode Interiors, Mohammed at Torpex Sports, Liam Kennedale at Morris Universe, AD Spears at APS Plumbing Heating, ICS Renewables, Justin Marriott and Jamie Boggis as well. I think Raglan Road Bar as well. Raglan Road Bar, the official after party for Catching Fire, Jed Downing's bar. Yeah, it's going to be a cracking night. You don't want to miss it. Like I say, all the VIP tables have gone, but standing tickets do remain. But it will be a complete shutout on this show. So if you've not got your tickets, make sure you buy them.
And a great atmosphere.
And a great atmosphere. Yeah.
Okay, Jack, thank you very much for talking Last Bell Boxing. I'll see you down at the Marcus Dive on the 1st. Again, anybody for the few limited tickets that are left, the comments will be in the description box with all the links. Thank you for watching Last Bell Boxing, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers, Carl.
Cheers.